This week on the show, I was still in Japan. Myself, Joey Ryan, and Ethan Page wrestle in the Japanese-U.S. Gay Summit 2018. Yeah, that's exactly what it was called. Plus, a listener makes my mom watch Kenny Omega versus a 9-year-old girl, and she gives her critique. Enjoy the show.
This is the Art of Wrestling with professional wrestler Colt Cabana.
All right. How you guys doing? Come on in, sit down, relax. You're about to listen to the Art of Wrestling, a professional wrestling podcast. It's a life podcast. It's personal journalists and entry way into the minds, the souls, the hearts, and the lives of the people involved in the world of professional wrestling. I'm your host. My name is Colt Cabana. I am jet lagged, but I got some energy. Do you hear me? I'm back in Chicago. I'm back in the digs. I'm ready for some more adventures. Most importantly, though, I am a professional wrestler, and I am sitting here live in my studio apartment in Chicago, Illinois. Before I go any further, this is a fan support and listener support podcast supported by people just like you. Give it to you free of charge every single Thursday. ColtCabana.com, iTunes, SoundCloud, Stitcher, wherever you get your podcasts from. A couple great ways that you can support, rate, review, and subscribe on iTunes, please. If the new art hasn't shown up, just unsubscribe and resubscribe. Tell some friends. Do you like the new format? Tell some friends on Twitter and Facebook. Best way that you can support, though, ColtMerch.com, DigitalColt.com, t-shirts, buttons, pictures, posters, DVDs, my children's book, action figures, keychains, posters, old wrestling gear, and so much more. That's ColtMerch.com, DigitalColt.com. Are you one of the people heading down to WrestleCon right now? That's what I want to know. It's Mania weekend. That's what I call it. That's, if you've been listening to this show for a long time, you know that's what I call it. Mania weekend. There was a time where Marty DeRosa and I had the only extracurricular activity happening the whole Mania weekend. Now it's a real shit show, isn't it? But for so long, I've always taken pride that a lot of you folks are heading down, and on your plane ride or on your car ride, you are listening to my sweet, sweet voice. I'm going to get into my travels. I got a lot of fun stuff that I documented this week, and I'm really excited how this format is working out. So much positive feedback from you people. Thank you so much. Am I still nervous as shit? Yeah, real nervous, real petrified. Now I'm like, fuck. Okay, it's got to be at that level, and I don't even think that was a good level. I don't know. But listen, I'm going to keep it up, but I'm so excited that you guys are down to come with me on this format. Again, why did it change? It needed to. I've talked to everybody I've wanted to talk to. The interview podcast is played out, and this is, I don't think anyone's doing anything like this, and that excites me. So come see me at WrestleCon Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Saturday, I'm wrestling with Marty. We're wrestling at Pancakes and Power Drivers, so we might not be there from 11 to 1. But otherwise, I'll be at WrestleCon all week. Come see me. Come say hi. Pick up something cool. I brought some goodies from Japan. Maybe you're into it. And speaking of Japan, I was in Japan. I just got home a couple of hours ago. And I know it's a long tour, and these tours could be long, and I have to adjust a little bit. I don't know if I talked too much about it, and I probably annoyed Ethan and Mike Bailey talking about it, but I did 5 years with Noah, and when I was with Noah, there wasn't a lot of days off, and, I saw Lance Archer. I saw Lance Archer at the Puppy Cafe. I'll talk to you about that in a second. But Lance said they barely have any days off, and DDT, at least on this tour, it was just one show on a Sunday, stay the whole week, another show on the next Sunday, and fly home, and I'm not used to that. So us, the Gaijin, we gotta keep ourselves busy. We got to fill the days, and I think we did a great job of it. Every day there was a new activity. Ethan Page and I went to a dog cafe. I got pictures on my Instagram. It was the second time going. This time, instead of a half hour, we went for an hour, and you just sit there and you pet dogs. It's not like a cafe in the sense of you're drinking anything. It's just a storefront with 9 or 10 dogs. Invited Lance Archer to hang out with us. Another day, we went to Totokan, which, if you haven't seen my vlog on YouTube, I did a tour of Totokan, the greatest wrestling collectible store in Japan. They moved. So now it's a new store in a new location. Now they have 2 floors. We went out for a bunch of dinners with some friends, with some sponsors, trying to fill the days. And then one of the days, you just go big, don't you? We're here at Tokyo Disneyland with the two most aficionados of Disneyland in all of the land. Where does Zack Ryder land on this list? Joey Ryan and Ethan Page.
Did you want us to talk right there? Were you waiting for us to jump in?
Yeah. Where does
I'm below Candace, so Candace is number
Candace is above you?
one. Yeah.
I'm like a rookie Disney guy.
Oh, you're not even in on this. Where is Zack Ryder in all of this?
I mean, he's got. I think his knowledge is not strictly, but mostly Florida. I don't think he's been into too many outside. I think he's been to LA a few times, but
That's a shot right there. Shot fired.
I think maybe Cody Rhodes is a little bit ahead of Zack Ryder.
Okay, so here at Tokyo Disneyland, what's the difference? What's the difference between American Disneyland?
Most of the attractions are in Japanese here.
The popcorn?
There's popcorn.
Ethan's enamored with the popcorn.
Oh, I'm
He's drunk on popcorn.
I'm obsessed with it.
He's had 4 boxes of different flavored popcorn.
3. I almost had 4, but they shut it down.
How come when you come to Tokyo, you have to you feel the need to come here? Ethan, you've been here 4 times already.
3. This is my 3rd time coming.
Because Japan is boring.
So it's just boring.
No, I was telling you earlier today, I literally put money aside to come here and to blow it on.
And is it worth it?
Oh yeah. It's the most magical place in the world. This trip was a lot more fun than the first 2 times I came, just because I actually get to experience it with people instead of like sending my wife photos, being like, "Look at this."
But it's the same. It's the same thing in other places.
No, there's
Same Martians, same Money Inkers,
Different
same
rides.
Pinocchios.
Money Inc. You mean Monsters Inc?
Monster. Well, that's a wrestling Freudian slip right there. All right. Well, thanks for bringing me to Disneyland. You know, for years, my theory has always been I'm here for work. I don't spend money. And of course, just the Jewish / hustler wrestler in me. It's like, don't spend money. And so I always find it weird that Ethan Page saves up all this money to go to Disneyland. And it's like, no, we're not here to have fun. We're here to work. But luckily, and it took me a long time to come to a point where, okay, if you're there that long, you got to start spending money and enjoy yourself. And, I'm at a point now like that. So I was happy to go to Disneyland. Also, we went after 6 o'clock, so it was half price. Don't think I would ever go the whole day and spend full price. You got to know that, right? But here I am bragging about having the ability to pay half price to go to Tokyo Disney. And luckily, DDT gave myself and Joey some extra work, some side work to do to also keep us sane or keep the week moving by at the very least. I've been riding the train for about 35 minutes now, heading from the DDT dojo to the DDT office to do commentary. And I plan on picking up a bunch of posters and programs, hopefully, I don't know, to give to friends, maybe to sell at WrestleCon. But I'm going to do some commentary for the big show last week. And Joey Ryan and I are on commentary duty. He's doing the first half. I'm doing the second half, along with an American guy who's been living over here for a while, I think, named American Balloon. So it's my first time meeting him, and I'm excited. So this is my stop, and I'm going to make my way towards the DDT dojo. I'm walking out of the train station. I don't really know where I'm going. Honestly, you just put the things in Google Maps. I can't even pronounce the name of the train station, but it has the times with it, and you match the times with the stop, and you're like, oh, this is my stop. I'm going to get off right here. I'd imagine this is where it's going to be. Oh, walking in the office.
Hey.
Hello, Rekka.
Hey.
Nice shirt. Oh.
Kosan, please wait.
Okay. Oh, where'd Joey go? Did he leave?
I think it was in the back of the car.
Oh. There he is. How did your commentary go?
It was great.
You're going to stick with great?
Yeah.
All right. Once I turn this off, will it be a different story?
It'll be a way different story.
This looks nice, huh?
Yeah.
Are you gonna? This is a picture of us in the magazine. Are you gonna undo this and sell it as an 8x10?
Well, I saw this picture posted online somewhere. I maybe retweeted it or saved it. I don't know, but I don't know if it was high res or not. But you mean the whole?
Yeah, I've done it before. They don't sell well. I had like a great cover in the wrestling magazine.
Yeah.
And I printed out like 250 as an 8x10, and I'm sitting on 247 in my apartment right now.
Yeah, it's weird what goes for 8x10s and what doesn't.
I think this would be in my head, like a beautiful glossy cover spread of both of us in this magazine.
Yeah.
It just looks so different and novelty. If I was a fan, I would think it's so cool to have this and get it autographed.
Yeah.
But apparently I'm way off. I don't know what's cool. We were just sitting around a little bit, waiting to get this commentary done. I thought Joey was going to leave, but he just sat in the office the whole time while we finally started doing the commentary. Are you ready to go? Yeah. Yeah, we're trying to make an 8 o'clock dinner, so I don't know if that'll happen, but...
You might be a bit late, but well, it's a 3 hour second of the show. Subtract some video portions, so the thing itself is a little under 3 hours.
Haku, you want to explain what we're doing here?
Alright. So we're sitting right here. We are filming the English voiceover recap for DDT's Judgment 2018 show that was just held on March 25th at Sumo Hall in Tokyo. And my on-screen is called Mr. Haku, and
the only way I remember is because of Haku the wrestler.
Right. Although I'm not Samoan, I'm half Taiwanese, quarter Korean, quarter Japanese, but somehow I ended up with this gig here doing some English translation work for the promotion DDT. And right here we're sitting with myself, Colt, and the American Balloon.
Hey, American Balloon.
How you doing, Colt?
Will you talk on this a little bit for me?
Yeah, no problem. What do you want to know?
Why are you here?
Well, in 2006, I came to Japan to work for DDT, and then after a while, they needed somebody to do the English voiceover, so I came to do it.
I haven't seen you at the other shows.
No, I'm not at the shows. I'm out living in the countryside, sitting on my butt all day. So.
Really?
Yeah.
You came here just for wrestling, and now you don't do wrestling?
Not so much, no. Just here and there.
And what are you doing?
I have a company now.
Like real life company or wrestling company?
No, a real life company. Not well. Wrestling's not so unreal. I'd like to have a wrestling company. Maybe I will, but I have a technology company now. I just run it at home.
We're gonna have fun doing this?
I think so. I hope so. If you're here, it will be more fun. I'm sure. So.
All right. More fun than Joey?
Well, more fun than just the two of us.
Okay. On the record, we don't want to shit on Joey.
Hi.
I'm gonna take my shirt off halfway through this. So this. Are we recording?
Yes and no.
I mean, are we recording? When are we recording this?
Anytime. It's rolling and we can just start.
Okay, because I'm gonna take my shirt off soon.
Okay.
So you tell me when I can take my shirt off.
It's rolling, but it's sound only, except for the opening and the ending, which
So
we're gonna take last. So if
we're
you
gonna
want,
do that last.
Yeah, we're gonna do that last.
You hot? You think?
Well, the video's gonna start from the Weapon Rumble match.
Okay.
You remember what that was, right? And then we're just gonna go through what's the other one? The Muda match, and then the tag championship, and then the final, and then we'll just go into the open. Oh, let's see, there's gonna be an opening and ending to this second half of the show. So we just said goodbye to Joey Ryan on the first half one. Right. Welcome back to the second half of Judgment 2018, the DDT English recap show. Now we have a new guest for the second half. No, this is not the Art of Wrestling, and we are not in his studio apartment in Chicago, Illinois, but we have...
I mean, you did the whole intro already. Might as well. Colt Cabana's here joining you guys.
We have a shirtless Colt Cabana joining us for the second half.
That's
it's a bit too hot in here for him.
Atsui, which is hot in Japanese.
As
You
we
impressed
saw.
with that, Balloon?
Yeah, it's good. What else
Impressed
do you
with my
know?
Japanese?
Do you know Cold?
Cold? Samui.
Do you know?
That's where it ends. Atsui and Samui.
Now we have in the ring the team of Hentai Daishacho. Hentai, you can look up what it means. Daishacho, big boss, of course, Sanshiro Takagi, and now retired. Ippanjin means ordinary person, which means he retired from the ring. Munenorisawa, but what ordinary person comes out with a pink bra on his head?
I had to leave that part in. I just thought it was so funny. It really summed it up. And I don't know, Haku he's just talking about DDT. But that's like normal. That's normal for DDT. Just that idea. Oh, here he comes with a pink bra on his head. DDT is known for some odd matches. And that is the match that we were going to have. There was only one show this week. And the show took place at the world famous Korakuen Hall. As we exit the train to wrestle at Korakuen Hall today. Bailey, are you sticking around on the tour?
Yes, I'm staying here till the end of April.
Are you going to miss us?
No.
All right, tell us what you see up here.
So it's Tokyo Dome City, and there's a big Ferris wheel in the background.
And we're walking towards the Tokyo Dome. But the reality is it's Korakuen Hall, which is, I wouldn't say inside the Tokyo Dome, right?
It's next.
Adjacent?
It's part of Tokyo Dome City, but it's not in the Tokyo Dome.
Picture okay?
What was that?
Oh yeah, sure.
Picture okay?
Picture okay.
Of course.
All together?
Together.
So you planned this, right?
No? I'm just kidding. You've been interrupted by a man wearing a Champa shirt.
Yeah, I've got Gargano too.
Oh.
DIY. They don't know how to work the camera.
And they don't know how to use a camera.
Thank you.
No problem, guys. No problem.
Thank you so
And I
much.
got So what are your expectations coming into Korakuen? Ethan Page.
I don't know.
I have to tell people who's talking.
Yeah, it's.
This is Ethan Page here.
If I could name a venue that I know, it might be only this one and the Staples Center, just like by name.
So this is your first Korakuen Hall.
First ever Korakuen Hall.
What is your match today?
The Super Gay Summit, America versus Japan. Even though I'm Canadian, this is my last show. I'm actually nervous to go home. So after this, it'll be done.
When was your daughter born? Exactly.
February 11th.
And how long have you been here?
5 weeks.
That's rough.
When did you come here?
February 28th.
Jesus.
Yeah.
And you've been here 5 months? 5 weeks?
5 weeks, yeah. Feels like 5 months.
So you've missed like 3/4 of your daughter's life?
Yeah. I haven't been there for half of her life.
Did your wife hate you?
No. She definitely requested me to never do it again.
So as we're going to go to the locker room in Korakuen Hall, for years, everybody signed this wall.
Okay.
There was thousands of signatures, including like Hulk Hogan and
Oh my god, okay.
then they painted over for some reason.
What?
And then everyone just started signing it again. And I was like, okay. So I was like one of the first ones here, and I was like, all right, I guess I'll sign it. And then nobody signed it. And if you can see on this wall right here, there's one person and me.
Oh my god.
So I look like a real asshole. So every American that comes here sees my name and is just like, ugh, Cabana.
So this whole wall is full.
Covered in signatures, like from the 80s. And I don't know why they covered
get rid of it?
I don't know why. So we make our way into the locker room and downstairs where the locker rooms are held. We say our hellos. It's very different in the American culture of professional wrestling. You go and you shake everybody's hand. In Japan, not a thing. And that's why I think the Young Bucks are so over, because they don't have to shake anybody's hand. You just nod and say some Japanese words that you don't even know. But then we start talking to the referee, Matsui. Like I said last week, legendary referee. If there's ever a match in Japan that you probably laughed really hard at, he was probably the referee in the match, being just as funny as the wrestlers. And he tells us what our job tonight is. Today, what is the name of the match?
Match's name?
Match name.
Match's name ってあったっけな
その説明だけでなんかそうですね。ノーネーム。
No name?
ノーネーム。落ちちょっと。
Have name.
皆さん、特に今日の6名、特にこれだけタイトルはついてないですよね。タイトルは日米ゲイレスリングサミット。聞いてね。聞いてね。
No problem. Crazy Mats.
What? So tell me a name. What's his name?
Gay Wrestling
Summit.
Gay Wrestling
Summit.
Okay.
Japan and America.
ワールドゲイサミットね。
The boss is laughing at us. All right, so this is the point in the podcast where not that I get serious, but I just want to know what's cool. That isn't saying like we're laughing or making fun of gay, but saying Wrestling Gay Summit, you heard it, makes the whole room laugh. And Don Chico Dino, for all I know, his whole character is an openly homosexual professional wrestler. And I think that's very progressive. But then I was even saying that he'll get some blowback. So sometimes I question stuff. And I know that there's that excuse of, this is pro wrestling. It's pro wrestling. It's fine. But I always want to be on the right side of history. And I know there's a lot of gay listeners. And I think this is fine. But please tell me if it's wrong. I think that's the question. I want to know. I don't know. Justin, who's such a great fan and a great dude, whenever I think like, is this questionable? Is this tasteless? I don't know. I just think like WWJD. I'm not talking about Jesus. What would Justin do? Would he be okay with this? And I think it just breaks down. I think it breaks down to sense of humor. A lot of you guys saw on Twitter I was making Jewish jokes about the Louisiana Wrestling Commission. And in my head, I'm like, yeah, I can do this because, I'm Jewish. I'm allowed to do it. And I get curious or self-conscious. I get self-conscious if I'm allowed to make jokes about the idea of gay. I'm not making fun of gay. I'm definitely celebrating gay, I think. So when I'm in the ring, I'm just having the most fun ever. And I kind of let my natural humor come through, which isn't malicious. And I think that's the most important, is that I know in my heart that I'm not malicious. So in the ring, natural humor, we're having fun. The whole audience is laughing. And so I'm like 92% sure that we're doing good. We're doing good business out there. Oh, come here, Joey, for a post match before you shower. Okay, we finished our match.
Dick right in front of my face.
You just want to shower?
Well, yeah, I mean, we got limited time now in the locker room. Are you recording this? Is this on the show?
I mean, I won't put it in.
You can put it in. You put a lot of things in.
That you don't want to be on my show.
No,
You'd rather take a shower.
No, I want to get the shower in before we leave.
The more you talk about the shower, the longer it's going to take you to go to the shower.
Do you dye your chest hair?
I dye my chest hair, yes.
Is that a known fact about Joey Ryan?
I mean, I'm not like, I don't keep it a secret. I don't know, but I don't brag about it.
Okay. You just wrestled in the U.S. Gay Wrestling Summit.
Yep.
I mean,
the finish spot, my dick was a little bit too high, so it was in his lower back and not his ass.
Is that why we won, though?
We won. But, like, no, I mean, that's in my head. I saw the GIF that someone tweeted online.
When you critique your own stuff,
yeah.
When you critique your own wrestling,
yeah.
At the end of the day, you were a little mad because your dick was a little too high.
It was like on his lower back, not his ass, which was the payoff for the spot.
You're real unprofessional.
Yeah.
Should he have presented more, or should you have squatted more?
Well, when I first got up there, I was wearing the mask and I couldn't see anything, which is why I took it off.
I was shocked you kept it on.
Which is why I took it off, because I couldn't see anything. So, like, I think when I got up there, I was already in position. I'd already done one pump, and I pulled the mask off, and I was like, it's too late to reposition.
Too late. They get what they get.
Yeah.
It's not weird for this match to happen.
No, not at all.
You've been on DDT longer than us.
Yeah.
You've been in, what, anal explosion matches?
Yeah, anal explosion death match.
What else? Anything else fun? Donald Trump was in your match?
Donald Trump was in my match once.
So just another day at the office?
Yeah, for here. Par for the course.
Okay.
I mean, what they announced it as the Gay Wrestling Summit, so... I think we all kind of come in doing...
We didn't.
I had no idea.
We didn't agree to it.
You're right. They didn't ask our opinion before they booked us in it.
Yeah.
It was announced.
Right.
It was announced.
Although I feel that's the way this works here, though.
Yeah.
They don't give a fuck.
No, they don't. and honestly, if like we didn't want to be in it, they would just work around it. They're not going to get mad.
Yeah. I was excited. I think it added for more comedy in the match, like we were just saying.
Yeah.
There was
at the beginning.
Yeah, at the beginning. It led for good comedy. All right, you can go take a shower now. You're excused.
Thank you, Mr. Cabana.
You're welcome.
This match is over.
How many matches are there?
Bailey next and then the main.
Oh, shit. All right, all I know is that we won the Japanese U.S. Gay Wrestling Summit 2018. So obviously we will be defending our championships in the 2019 summit. So that's very exciting. And speaking of the Japan-US Gay Wrestling Summit 2018, how about we talk sexual performance issues? They're more common than you think. Even Dino has got some problems with his man parts, and there is a solution, and it's forhims.com. And Forhims is a one-stop shop for hair loss, skincare, sexual wellness for men. Or I guess for him. Forhims.com offers men easier, more affordable access to the prescriptions, products, and medical advice that they need. Actual prescriptions, from science, not the herbal supplement stuff. Real doctors. Prices are low because it's the generic equivalents of the name brand stuff that can help you combat ED. Generics are the exact same thing without the billion-dollar marketing campaign. And forhims.com is your best and most discreet way of doing it because it's online. There's no waiting room, no awkward doctor visits. That was hard to say. Awkward doctor visits. All you do is answer a few questions online. Then a doctor reviews it, prescribes you what you need, and he sends it directly to your door. He or she. Doctor can be a he or she. Order now. You guys will get a trial month for just $5 while supplies last. Go to forhims.com/ColtED for details. This is hundreds of dollars if you went to a doctor or pharmacy, but now it's a $5 at forhims.com/ColtED. That's FORHIMS.com/ColtED. And nothing makes me happier with a transition from ED to EP, as it was Ethan's Page first night in Korakuen Hall. Your debut today, Ethan.
Yep. It was surreal to hear my name chanted in one of the most famous arenas, especially as like a fan watching wrestling and making music videos of awesome shows from this place. And then, it was very cool. I was very nervous.
Yeah.
That you and Joey would have got streamers, and I would have just been.
Did you get streamer?
I did. Yeah.
Okay.
So it was cool. It was a cool experience.
Yeah. But we didn't draw much of a house tonight.
I didn't know that was up to us.
That was your job.
It's not my job.
That was your job.
It's not my job.
It was decent, but it wasn't totally full.
Yeah.
I think when you say about making music videos, I always, I don't know. There's like clips. I just like looking back. I go on YouTube and see clips of just like. I know I bring it always back to like Brody and Hanson and and Vader, but like they're all wrestling here.
Yeah.
We're all wrestling at the same place.
I was sad when you were telling me about the wall signing and stuff.
Yeah.
And how it all got, and it all got covered up.
And now I'm the only schmuck with an autograph.
Not schmuck. It's like, you're gonna hate me for saying this, but like when I started watching wrestling, I was watching you. So like if you told 14-year-old me I would be tagging with Colt Cabana in Japan in Korakuen Hall, I would be like, yeah, there's no effing way. So thanks, man.
What about Joey Ryan?
He's all right. He's all right.
I don't need that dick stuff in my wrestling career, but you take what you take.
He didn't hinder it.
Yeah. Oh, thanks, man.
No worries.
I wrestled Masato Tanaka here.
See, that's
my debut.
Your first match?
My first match in Japan and Korakuen. Oh. I wrestled against Masato Tanaka.
That's cool.
Which is very cool.
Yeah, in this venue?
In this venue, yeah. And I did an Asai moonsault.
Oh!
Which I didn't think they would expect me to do, but I did.
People go crazy?
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's how you win them off right away.
Of course.
Not with the gay wrestling summit.
Yeah, that's why I did a cartwheel today. I don't know. I've never done one like that in a match ever.
A cartwheel?
Yeah. Like a drop down, the guy does a cartwheel.
So what was your thoughts to do?
My thought was, we're all big boys, like everyone in the match.
Yeah.
And I have 2 spots to essentially get over. I was like, I'll do something flashy, and then.
But you've never done a cartwheel before.
I've done a cartwheel.
In a wrestling match.
Never in a wrestling match.
And you're like, this will be the thing that wins them over.
Yeah. And it got the reaction I wanted, and I was like, perfect.
Nailed it.
I'm
just gonna I'm gonna cartwheel at every match.
Yeah. No.
That's not.
Don't expect it, guys.
You could be like big in Japan cartwheels.
Yeah.
I did cartwheels pretty fantastic. Okay. Well, congratulations.
Thanks, man.
Welcome to Korakuen.
That was a cool experience.
A lot of history in this building.
Yeah.
And it was a fun match. So many laughs. You can watch it on DDTUniverse.com. Laughs per minute. That's a comedian's terminology. Laughs per minute. And I think we had a lot of them. Essentially, this was an SNL skit. But I like the idea that I can come to Japan and I could do these different kinds of matches, do this Saturday Night Live type skit or this UCB type skit in the ring. And then, back in December, I had a main event match against Konosuke Takeshita, and I think that's what's so great about DDT. It's what sets it apart from everything. They sell their shows on pure humor. Funny does equal money, and if you don't believe it, 6,000 people at Ryogoku Sumo Hall. But they also, cherish and pride their good old regular professional wrestling, because that's what it's built upon. You can't do comedy in wrestling if you don't have the wrestling. And so that was my night in Korakuen Hall, and that was the end of my tour in Japan. I'm finishing this tour the same way that I started this tour, with a drive from my good friend Rekka.
Yeah.
Again, he waved to the audio. No one can see that, Rekka. Rekka, thank you for driving me to the Narita airport.
Yeah, it's okay, because we are friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now you made a new friend, because you're also driving this Canadian home, right?
Canadian?
Do you know what a Canadian is?
Yeah.
Who?
Huh?
Who is Canadian?
Canadian? Sorry.
Who is from Canada?
Oh, who is from Canada? Ethan Page?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got there.
Sorry.
What are your plans now? You're going to drop us off at the airport. We're going to go back to America and Canada, respectively.
Yeah.
Then what do you do?
Maybe next time I should go to America.
To America? So after you drive home, you're not going to go to the office and work. You're going to go to America.
Yeah, I should go to office work, but I want to go to America.
Of course you want. We all want to go to America.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to go to America.
Yeah, American dream.
Have you ever been?
Never, but I want to go.
Where do you want to go?
Yeah, I have no idea, but maybe, yeah.
What do you think when you think of America?
Yeah, I think America is very huge, so maybe just go America, and maybe I want wrestling in many places.
I'll get you booked, brother.
Oh,
for Alpha One Wrestling and bar wrestling.
Bar wrestling, okay.
Yeah. Rekka-san.
Yeah.
Thank you for this tour.
Yeah, thank you.
I love you.
I love it too.
Thank you.
I hope to see you soon.
I hope to see you soon.
Yeah.
In America?
Yeah, in America or Japan.
Bar wrestling?
Bar wrestling, okay.
Hi, buddy. I appreciate it. See you soon. And before I say goodbye from this podcast, we can't forget the number one segment in all of Scottsdale, Arizona senior citizen community, hashtag Ask Cabana Mom. All you got to do is tweet at Colt Cabana with the hashtag Ask Cabana Mom, and I will ask my mom, Marcia Cabana, your wrestling question of choice. It's got to be about wrestling. I can send her pictures. I can send her videos, and we're going to hear that right after we hear these plugs and
upcoming events.
All right, the best way you can support ColtMerch.com, DigitalColt.com, Twitter and Instagram at Colt Cabana, Facebook /AOW Podcast, also /Colt Cabana, my storytelling podcast, Pro Wrestling Fringe, plus past ad-free archives of the classic art of wrestling are at StitcherPremium.com/Colt. Use the code COLT, get a free month. ColtWrestling@gmail.com is my very public email. Maybe a promoter want to put me on your upcoming show or convention and be documented on this very show. I got a YouTube channel. I also got a website, ColtCabana.com. I got a P.O. box there. You can send me something fun. Upcoming, I'm going to be in WrestleCon all week, friends. Come see me. I'll be wrestling Thursday night at the Super Show, Saturday morning with pancakes and pile drivers, and I'll be doing commentary for Ring of Honor Saturday night. I'm also having breakfast Sunday morning at WrestleCon. April 14th. Wenzhou City, China, UnitedWrestlingTV.com. That's going to be an experience. Thursday, April 19th, Milwaukee, Wisconsin, Facebook /ICW Milwaukee. Friday, April 20th, Milwaukee, Wisconsin, ZelloPro.com. Saturday and Sunday, April 21st and 22nd, Dallas and Denton, Texas, ImperialWrestlingRevolution.com. April 27th, 28th, West Palm Beach and Lakeland, Florida, ROHWrestling.com. I'll be doing commentary. May 4th, Brooklyn, New York, I will be wrestling for WrestlePro. May 5th, Rahway, New Jersey, I'll be doing a training camp. If you're a trained wrestler and you want to get trained by myself, Pat Buck, Tom Pritchard, and Rip Rogers in an awesome 2-day training camp, head on over to WrestleProOnline.com. The music for today's show is by super fun Yeah Yeah Rocket Ship. Podcast cover art designed by Jimmy Lee and photo by James Musselwhite. Thanks to Rekka, Mike Bailey, Joey Ryan, Ethan Page for being on this week's show. Thanks to our sponsors, highspots.com, a VOD service that's amazing, PWG, Kevin Steen Show, $5 Wrestling. They also have AMA knee pads, gear, wrestling masks, and so much more. 1hourtees.com. They help run ProWrestlingTees.com, the place where you can support your favorite independent wrestler directly. All right, let's see what my mom has to say. From @SarahJoyShockey on Twitter. She #AskCabanaMom. Will you watch Kenny Omega versus a 9-year-old girl from Japan? And let me know your thoughts. Ma, take it away.
Hi, it's Mama Cabana coming to you from my studio, apartment, in Scottsdale, Arizona. I was asked to watch this match between this 9-year-old young lady and Kenny Omega. After watching the match, this 9-year-old has a great future in wrestling. She is extremely athletic and has all the right moves, and boy, do I give her a lot of credit. Let's face it, she has lots of chutzpah. What's that? In other words, she has a lot of courage and bravery. Not sure who put her up to this match. She could make any wrestler think twice about being her opponent. If this is her passion, then she should believe in herself and probably read the Japanese version of Wrestling Dreams by Colt Cabana. And let's face it, she's much better looking than Kenny Omega. And just a note to her parents. If they think her future is going to medical school, they better think twice.
How about that Wrestling Dreams plug at the end? Is she a Cabana or what? All right, this has been The Art of Wrestling. For Colt Cabana, I'm Colt Cabana. Thanks